Hey buddy, watch this.
Hello, hello, Regis Kilbin is the name and Hearthstone is the game, and this is a deck spotlight on a Jade Pirate Shaman that has been played basically at top 10 legend ranks in both NA, EU, and Asia by the player Tylerootd. I don't know if I'm saying that right, as always, but he's a pretty prominent legend player, top legend player, very competitive on the ladder, and clearly is dominating with this deck across all three major regions, which is an incredible accomplishment. Means it's a nicely refined list. The story with this deck is essentially, it's an aggro shaman, but instead of the aggro shaman of old, which ran things like a Doom Hammer to finish your opponent off with Rockbiter combos, this one, its late game cards are more minion oriented, so it has a lot of the same early aggression with things like Sir Finley to get you a better hero power, a really fast pirate start with Small Time Buccaneer, new with the Mean Streets of Gadget's Hand, South Sea Deckhand, Patches the Pirate, of course, Tunnel Trogs, weapons with Spirit Claw, which of course enable your South Sea Deckhand, your Small Time Buccaneer, etc. Blood Mage Thalnos to empower those Spirit Claws. Jade Claws is another early game weapon. If you don't hit the Spirit Claws, you've got the Jade Claws. So all of that super hyper aggressive stuff. You can see here there are 21 cards in mana slots 1 and 2. But as you get later into the deck, it's big minions that give you the answers in the mid game. It's Flame Wreath Faceless. It's Jade Lightning, which does both face damage but also summons you a Jade Golem, or can be used to kill minions if you need to preserve something nice on your side of the board. So you've got big Jade Golems coming out, you've got Flame Wreath Faceless coming out. Those are sort of your finishers for the deck if these early game pieces weren't quite enough. So it almost ends up playing like a mid-range deck in many ways towards the end, just because you can really get insane Jade Golem value off of top decking a 2-drop, right? Like you might top deck Jade Claws on turn 8, which normally be pretty bad because it's only a 2 damage weapon, but it also summons you a 5/5. That's a much better turn and gives you ways to win the game. So really, really fast starts, lots of direct damage, lightning bolts, Jade Lightnings, lava bursts as well. Some overload cards, of course, to work with your Tunnel Trog and help you build the board. Flame Tongue for damage, Maelstrom Portals for those important clears against your opponent's early game stuff. Working all together for just really fast starts and oppressive damage. That's very, very hard for your opponents to deal with because you just have so much stuff piling out there, going crazy, doing damage, and really getting value out of many of your mid-game cards. So even after they answer all those early threats, they're often tapped out for that Flame Wreath Faceless that comes down, or the big Jade Golem off the Jade Lightning. So pretty interesting little deck design, and it's weird to think you could merge Jade Golems with Pirates, but this is the Mean Streets of Gadget's Hand, and apparently anything can happen. So all that said, let's see if we can play this deck half as well as it's being played at the highest levels of play, and I think the answer is probably we can't. I'm not always very good with these aggro kinds of decks, particularly because I think the mulligan here is going to be challenging, and you know, I think Pirates are probably your best possible start, even more so than Tunnel Trogs, but you know, there's kind of two halves to this deck. Like if you get all the Pirate pieces, you're in good shape. If you get the Tunnel Trog overload pieces, you're in good shape, but if you mix and match, get a Tunnel Trog into Jade Claws, like it's not quite as good. Well, actually, that's not bad because Jade Claws has overload. But if you get Small Time Buccaneer into Totem Golem, for instance, it's not bad, but it doesn't really do anything crazy. So we definitely are going to mulligan for 1-drops. We have so many 1-drops. We want to see the Pirates. We want to see weapons. This isn't bad. We can certainly work with this. This is a dilemma. I don't know. I guess Curve is going to determine which weapon we play. This is a warrior, so he might be Pirates too. If that's the case, we're probably going to get off to a better start just because we're going to get the first patches. I love this animation. Watch that. Boom! This is an annoying card to play against, but by God, at least it has a cool animation. That makes it much, much better. Yeah, so we're going to get the better start here. Yeah, he's going to trade, but we have the good weapon here to remove, and we'll definitely play this one instead of the Spirit Claws for that reason. Gives us a second minion as well. Unfortunately, we're not going to have a great next turn, it looks like. We need a 2-drop. We might hit the Totem, which is really bad because it's just so slow. That's a good draw, but he's taking 6 damage from our Buccaneer, which is nice. This is too good against pirates to play right now. Part of me wants to load up the Spirit Claws this turn, but I don't think I can. I think I have to totem. That's a good one. I'm going to burn this weapon charge to get the Spirit Claws ready. Normally I don't like doing that, but I think we have to. Just because we want to get the next weapon out. Might make a big difference. That's a good draw, because it sets up a good trade. And I guess we'll go ahead and totem too. I don't feel good about it, but the weapon doesn't do much yet. Let's totem first. It might save me a Flame Tongue totem. Spell damage. So now there's a dilemma, right? I can get this out, and it's... I take 5 face damage. I guess I'd rather just do this still. No, I didn't goof. I didn't goof. The positioning here is kind of annoying, but... there was no way around it. We'll do this. It maximizes our damage now. If he wants to kill this too, it's... oh, Mortal Strike on the Flame Tongue. I don't mind that at all. Not one bit, in fact. Oh my gosh, that's a sick draw. And we get us in 3 to face. That's just the perfect draw. Crazy draw. He might be dead next turn. We have 10 plus 6. If he doesn't kill these, he might just be dead. It's gonna go here. Yeah, that's not a fun play to make, but it was absolutely the right play to make. Yeah, we'll play this to kill the Korkron. It's a guaranteed kill on the Korkron, and it summons me a minion, which isn't bad at all. Ah, not bad. That's funny. We got one of those. Yeah, so we're in a great spot. Lava Burst is so much damage. This is unlikely to die because they don't run Execute, so... it's pretty funny we ran into a pirate. He's Mortal Striking his own face. Yep. Interesting, interesting deck. Cool, I liked that a lot. That was fun. Turn 1, Pirate versus Pirate, you always have the advantage, I think, just because you get that first patches out. They're in response with their own patches. It was good for us. Oh, cool, we're getting quests, too. I didn't realize I had a Shaman-based quest. I'll take it. So, yeah, I think that's how you win with this deck. We had a couple tough decisions about what we played and when we played it with the Flame Tongue versus the Spirit Claws, but I think we made the right call. The Flame Tongue just is this the same guy? Yeah, it is the same guy, so we know his deal. Yeah, this is a sick hand. I actually don't need the Tylerootd, I think. I think I need to hunt for a weapon instead. He's going first this time, though, so he has a significant advantage over us. Just like we discussed. Hopefully he doesn't have a pirate. Is it possible? No, that's the best one, too. So this might be where we actually coin out Totem Golem. No, oh, no! That's the worst draw! No! That's so sad. That's the worst. Now we have to spend mana on him. That's not fair. Coining out Totem Golem means we have 1 mana next turn. We can't really do much, but this card is just such an annoyance. The Small Time Buccaneers really aren't bad either if we played both of them. We don't have a weapon yet, so it's like, are they good? I don't know. Let's try this route and see. Like I said, going first is a huge advantage, so we're behind already. This might force a Fiery War Axe to kill this, if he's thinking about that. Might just play the Blood Sail, but we have a good trade into the Blood Sail, so I don't mind that at all. I'd love to get Spirit Claws, I guess? I don't know. He's going to be able to kill this in return, but... I guess we'll go ahead and play the Small Time Buccaneer just to eat some minions, perhaps. He'll think it's a threat. Fortunately for us, we don't get patches. Really sucks. That happens from time to time, though. Gotta deal with it. So frothing here would be annoying. Blood Sail, annoying too, but not quite as annoying really. It's not that bad. Lightning Bolt doesn't help me yet. I don't like any of these plays. I mean, he's going to be able to kill our minion for free. That's going to be 1 health, but... We're behind, and we have a bad hand, so... We can deal with that just fine. What's this? Whoa, my game's losing. That's... Oh, cool. He made a trade that really, really helped us. Wow. Okay, cool. I still don't have a weapon to make this good yet. So I'll probably just Totem Lightning Bolt. The fact that that does 4 damage is now sort of significant, isn't it? Yeah, I think I'll do it this way. I don't know. We take a little extra damage, but this is easier to kill if we get the second lightning bolt and this is dead. Like, it makes him think he has to kill this with his weapon. There are some advantages. We're probably gonna have to lava burst that. Just because it represents too big of a threat. Which only leaves me with 1 mana, unfortunately. Flamed Wreathed. Shoot, let's do it. If he doesn't double trade, we might be able to get some cool lava burst value. We'll see. This might force his hand. Might just go face. He's gonna go face for 12. That might help us, actually. We'll see. We'll see. We're probably just dead, but it's possible to get out of this. Always kill the pirate if you have a choice. If they're otherwise equal, the pirate is always significant. That's actually better than the South Sea. Yeah, we're just dead. He's got like Arcanite or something. Yeah, well played. This is a better play than the South Sea, because this could have charge next turn. It doesn't right now. This could also go to 3 with a weapon, so it just gives us more options, even though they cost the same. Yep, that's what happens when you go second and you draw patches. That was rough. Same guy. Let's wait a second here to make sure we don't keep getting the same dude over and over again. It's pretty early in the morning at this point, so maybe not that many people at rank 9. Let's try now. See if we can dodge Slim here. Even though I think we'd win a fair number. Just don't want to give you guys the same experience over and over again. Okay, so we got a Druid. There's a couple options here. Could be like Jade Golem Druid. Could be like the Cthulhu-Coon combo Druid that does crazy Cthulhu stuff. Regardless, we need 1-drops, fast starts. We need to kill this guy before he gets into his fun stuff. This is the standard mid-range Shaman, so we did get the right package. This is what I was talking about with the pirates. If this was a pair of pirates instead, it really wouldn't be as good, I think. Like to see a Jade Claws come to follow up this play on 3. He might be thinking about Wrath on this right now. Looks like he's taking a minute. Doesn't do it. Still don't have a good turn 3. Got a great turn 4, but not a great turn 3. This is good against Druid. The Cthulhu Druid does run Big Game Hunter, but that's usually a little too slow for this, so could be nice. I hope I don't have to totem here. Jade Claws would be such a happy sight. Lightning Bolt, I can't because it overloads me for Flame Wreath, so as much as I'd like to pump in the extra damage and get things rolling, particularly with that, we can't stall out this. It's too good. So he didn't even have a Wild Growth. What has he got over there? Coin Swipe, it looks like. No, Coin Keeper. I was not expecting that to be the card he played. I gotta be honest with you. That is interesting. So that's a turn late. We'll go this route. It's fine. He needs a Swipe Wrath to kill this, but this lives probably. We play these for just a giant board and a lot of damage. I don't think he can kill everything. Oh, that's just gonna get ran over. This is very, very bad news for him. We don't have lethal, do we? 7, 11, 7, 11, 14, 18 plus 1 overload. Oh, so this is certainly lethal. Yeah. Always count lethal, guys. We were probably I was first going to lightning bolt the dragon and Jade Claws and go face, and he would have been dead anyway eventually, but might as well do it when you can do it. And that was just filthy. Absolutely filthy. Almost a perfect curve. Jade Claws would have been the perfect curve, so... Wow. Filthy, filthy, filthy. That was dirty. That felt bad. That felt like old mid-range Shaman stuff. He probably thinks I'm playing mid-range Shaman. That's what it looked like. I guess Lava Burst wasn't in mid-range Shaman, was it? So maybe not. He probably knows. Alright, interesting. This is an intriguing one-drop. I don't really want it against Shaman. I think I want to get the board. Honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of this card in this deck, personally. So maybe I'm missing the point. Maybe I should be keeping it. I don't know. This just doesn't seem to fit me. I think I'd rather go for the really hard Pirate start and rely on Sir Finley as sort of a late-game out for Hunter Hero Power or something to draw lethal, or life tap to get cards. Instead of like relying on it on turn 1, that just seems sort of finicky. So this looks like Tylerootd into Spirit Claws. It's not perfect, but it contests the board. And he's clearly trying to get off to a pretty fast start. It leaves me a little... It leaves me a little weak on turn 2. I don't really have a lot to do because I don't want to Jade Claws. I'll waste a charge of my Spirit Claws if I do that. I might end up toteming. I hope I get something like a Totem Golem. Obviously, that'd be amazing. But this contests really well. He's going to Hero Power probably. No, he gets the Jade Claws to set up the trade, so that's fine. We're running the same deck, it looks like. I don't know what else will be running Pirates into Jade Claws, so that's all fine. Yeah, I don't think Jade Claws is good because it kills my turn 3, so I think I just have to Totem. Consider that Overload. That's good, usually, but not actually very helpful now. It just dies for free, and I didn't need 3 damage anyway, so... These are not very good against that. Not very good indeed. So I think we'll Lightning Bolt trade and Jade Claws to get a guy out and get another weapon. It works out fine. Next turn I'm not going to have much mana though. We did 2 Overload. So I'm probably going to have to Hero Power. But he's on 3s. It's not like he can do a ton either. Feral Spirits would be pretty bad. We can only kill 1. Yeah. We'll kill the 1 and just Totem, likely. Totem Golem would have been another good draw, but we didn't get it. What we get doesn't actually matter. This might be nice. It's not going to be huge Jade Golems, but it's just a threat. So if he trades here, we get to kill it again. Play our own. Maybe get a good Jade Lightning off. Get Jade Lightning this and trade. That'll be nice. Don't be a Taunt Totem. Don't be a Taunt Totem. Okay, cool. Oh, that heal doesn't matter, so that's actually nice for us. Is there a better play with this? No, I don't think so. This is fine. This makes Aya much better. She's a 3-3 and a 4-4 at this point. We're not overloaded, so she's almost certainly coming out next turn unless I have to Lava Burst something. Like, maybe if he plays a Flame Wreath, I can just Lava Burst trade. Is that all he's going to do? No way. I don't care about that. Feral Spirits. That's annoying. He has, like, 0 mana next turn, though. Man. Drawing patches is, like, the worst feeling in the world. So there's not much I can do here. I don't want to send that in because it just heals with the Healing Totem, so I just have to sit on it, unfortunately. Can trade. That's a little annoying. Hopefully he doesn't have a weapon to activate this. That would be bad, because he could trade this way into this 3-3. Oh, Maelstrom Portal. I was like, what am I seeing right now? Should trade here. Oh, that's so good to get off Maelstrom. Jeez Louise. What a jerk. So we can definitely string together a big turn. I don't know how we're going to do it just yet. But obviously we've got stuff to play. This is 7 mana actually, so we'll probably just play all 4 of these. We'll trade here. Doesn't matter any on ordering here. Oh, I forgot to attack, but it actually didn't matter. It would have healed up anyway, so... Should have attacked the 0-2 technically, but again, it's likely to be irrelevant. Unless perhaps somehow he plays Flame Tug and makes a weird trade, but 99% of the time it would not have mattered. That's fortunate. That's really fortunate. We'll be able to deal with that likely. Oh, that's fortunate too! Oh man, that's lucky. It's really lucky. He gets to kill a lot more stuff now. Or just go face a lot more, too. That's true. That's not a good draw. This being spell damage would be very fortunate. Cool. It makes this easier to kill safely. So I want to do 6 here and trade patches into that. So I need to kill this with... So I go like this, basically, here. And I have just enough mana to do this, by the way, which is fantastic because I was so overloaded. So he has a lot of damage still, but we've got a board, a slightly better board. The problem is we don't have more cards, so I don't know what cards he has in hand, but... Oh, God. He's running Doomhammer in his. We don't have that, guys. We don't have Doomhammer, guys. It's really scary. This more or less has to be Taunt Totem soon, or we're going to lose in the next couple turns. It doesn't help any. Man. I really don't think I can afford to kill this. Like, it won't matter anyway, right? He's got 4 damage regardless, so it just can't matter. I'm going to go ahead and use this while I have spell damage. I don't know. It could be relevant. I just don't think we possibly have enough damage. We have 7, 8, 9. He only needs 2 damage to win the game. We could theoretically win. Nope, we can't theoretically win. That's the game. We could, though. If we drew a weapon that would add... Jade Claws would have added a 4 plus 2 would have added 6 damage. I don't think we had enough. Either way, so pretty tough. That Maelstrom Portal turn really won him the game. He was able to get a lot of value out of that. Plus, he had the sick Flame Wreathed buff to the Totem-Trog, and he hit the Spell Power Totem for the weapon clear on our 2/3 taunts. If those had been able to stick a turn, or one of them even, we would have been in a much better spot. That was tough. But we'll play one more game, see how this goes. Mulligan here, I think we have to search pretty deep for 1-drops. These are too slow. 2-drops are too slow in this modern day era. So no pirates. Never lucky on the pirates. We'll probably draw patches first thing. Seems to be our strategy of late. Here's patches incoming. No, but a good card. We'll run this. It's very possible that it dies, but... Oh, God! I made the #1 patches mistake. Always. That might matter, too. #1 patches mistake. I do it half the time, so I don't know why I don't learn. But we're in a good spot. He's gonna patches, trade. Whirlwind? I don't know what's happening. Fire War Axe, that's fine. I don't mind that. We'll still Sir Finley Spirit Claws probably. Look for Hunter Totem, I suspect. Hunter Totem. Hunter Hero Power. Yeah, this is fine. Let's see what we get. Life Tap's good. Card draw is cool. Don't like taking damage, but none of those really helped. I suppose Druid's fine. It's a little bit of armor, a little bit of damage, but look, we're already out of cards, right? So we need to do something. I hope he takes the bait on this Finley, and that means our Feral Spirits are more likely to stick. Depending on what he does, we might Flame Tongue. Even sacrificing the Flame Tongue to the Fire War Axe isn't that bad of a play. Just because it's a heal, and he doesn't get to kill a minion, so helps us push more damage in various ways. Here comes his patches. Trade, weapon. We can not kill this right now, as it stands. That's good. That's a card I'd like to have. Oh, go on face. That allows me to kill this, actually. Interesting. Interesting. And I will. I don't want it to kill my taunts. These are more valuable. Next turn, we can only Flame Tongue, so hopefully a minion lives. We might have to life tap. That would really suck. This is never going to 3 damage unless we get Blood Mage. So, using charges is fine. I hope that 1 damage from patches doesn't end up mattering. I don't think it will. I think we're behind. I think this is going to be a tough game to win, actually. This is not playing Frothing. That's a good sign. Need something slow to come down. Oh, that's real slow. That's really slow. I'll take it. I will take it. Putting this over here because this might be played next turn. Doesn't really matter if that's the case because this is probably going to die. But it might live, in which case I get 2 minions buffed instead of 1. I'll put it on the left. These would spawn to the right and only 1 would get buffed. So, oh, that's actually great for me. Oh, that's such an inefficient play. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, this is good too. This is good too. I actually want the taunts to have the buff first, because he's going to have to use a weapon to send into them, so I'm going to summon the golem after I play the taunts. This is one problem with Flame Tongue in this deck. There's just a lot of stuff that summons to the right with Jade Golems and your Wolves, so it's hard to use this unless you already have a board down. So we're in a much better spot. Even like Arcanite Reaper here is awful, because you got to send it into a 4/3 taunt. We don't get to play Aya next turn, unfortunately, but we can probably play something. Most of our draws are playable. We're going to have 3 mana. Only like the Jade Lightnings aren't playable. Have we even played a Jade Lightning yet? It feels like we haven't. Maybe we have. I don't know. We can just kill that. We can kill that. His weapon is mostly useless. Oh my gosh, that's a brave play. Does he have a Whirlwind effect or something? He's thinking about next turn, I guess? That's a good draw. It means we can play it. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and clear this with our face, and we'll clear his pirates to prevent any shenanigans, and just go face and play this guy over here. So if he does want to clear this with his weapon, it's 4 more to the face. He might have like a South Sea to clear it and actually kill the Flame Tongue for free damage, which would be nice for him. We'll be able to kill that pretty easily unless he has another play. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's bad. Do we have lethal? No, just 10. So we'll trade here. We'll play Aya on this side. I don't see how he wins here. Even if he gets through a lot of this stuff, Aya is either 5 or 3 damage. Like, I just don't see it. We've also got life taps. We're getting 2 cards per turn if we want. Here comes the surprise brawl, maybe? I don't know. I just don't see a path out for him if he's running a standard pirate deck. I actually thought we were going to be behind there, but the Feral Spirit was just too strong. These Spirit Wolf taunts just dominated him. There was nothing he could do. Yeah, that's too slow. Yeah, that was nice. Nice stabilization. That's cool that this deck actually has answers to other aggressive decks. Even though it's pretty aggressive itself, right? We have ways to slow those people down and actually win those games. So despite my little misplay with patches, which I guarantee you won't be the last time that happens, because I always hit that intern button with a rapid fire pace, we still were able to pull that out. So, you know, just between the weapons and the Feral Spirit Wolves and stuff like Maelstrom Portal, we just have ways to get ahead and stabilizing in those kinds of scenarios. So that's pretty cool. So, yeah, that's it for me in the Jade Pirate, as played famously by Tylerootd. I don't know how to say that name, but Tylerootd. He's a pretty popular, or at least skilled, pretty skilled and incredibly skilled Hearthstone player who has been playing a pretty nifty little list here, and I think I'd like to try it again. So I'll be playing this one some more. If you guys have any thoughts or comments on this deck, I'll do my best to answer them and provide as many insights as I can. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, game on.